Congratulations, Jude's razor, John Stout. And now this is Pamela and her yellow lab, Blossom, navigating around a mail receptacle and a postal truck. On the floor of Alumni Hall, Pam fits Blossom with her new protective booties. At the training school, Pam and Blossom safely exit the revolving door. As a police car is seen passing behind them, Pam and Blossom travel through a white-painted crosswalk. As Pam happily smiles from an armchair, Blossom calmly rests between her feet. Congratulations, Blossom's razor, Shannon Reddy. This is Rhonda and her yellow lab, Tatum, walking down a sidewalk with a lawn and brick buildings behind them. From the sidewalk up ahead, we see Rhonda and Tatum walking beside a metal guardrail. From their right, we see Rhonda and Tatum walking on a sidewalk with a grassy area and pond beyond them. At the coffee shop, Rhonda sits with her beverage and a happy Tatum smiles for the camera. The new team passes through a faded crosswalk in an area of grassy lawns and trees. Congratulations, Tatum's razor, Alexandra Tucker. We thank this month's sponsors for their generosity. The Women's Club of Danbury, New Fairfield is proud to be a sponsor of this wonderful event. Congratulations to the new guide dog teams on your graduation and best wishes as you move forward. Women's Club of Danbury, New Fairfield. In memory of our favorite puppy raiser, Colleen Shane, beloved wife and friend, Mark Shane and Dr. Orman Layton. Congratulations to Team Nolan. May you have many safe and happy adventures together. Thank you to Nolan's puppy raiser, Donna Lind, and her family for their commitment to the Guiding Eyes mission, Central New York Puppy Raising Region. We are excited to learn that Rebecca and Regal have joined the Guiding Eyes team. We wish them good fortune and a long career with Guiding Eyes. Barbara and David Katz. Congratulations to the August 2019 graduating class and the guide dog teams, David and Tessi, and Rhonda and Tatum. From Bob Rollman and Cindy Sullivan, fosters for Proud Dad, G.E.B. Inget. Congratulations also to Tatum's puppy raiser, Alex Tucker, Cindy Sullivan, and Bob Rollman. To special name a future Guiding Eyes puppy, visit us at guidingeyes.org and click How to Help. Darcy was special named by John Donnelly in memory of Darcy Missisco, beloved pet of Marie Missisco. Sparrow was special named by Susan Dusenberry in memory of Maggie Proctor Sparrow. We gratefully acknowledge the Fain family for their support of our online streaming capabilities. We finish with the blue and white logo of Guiding Eyes for the Blind. Congratulations, graduates! We start with the blue and white logo of Guiding Eyes for the Blind. Against a backdrop of yellow, brown-eyed Susans, Guiding Eyes for the Blind presents the graduating class of August 2019. And first we start with Anna and her black lab, Drummer, walking down a tree-lined residential street. Anna and Drummer practice targeting at the keypad to the entrance of the White Plains facility. From their right, we see Anna and Drummer walking on a sidewalk with grass and a chain-link fence to their left. As they return, the two are happily celebrating a successful training run. Drummer turns to check in with Anna as they reach the edge of the curb after crossing the street. Congratulations, Drummer's raisers, Alex and Leslie McIntyre. And now we have Caitlyn and her yellow lab, Aladdin, smiling for the camera in the dormitory hallway. Caitlyn and Aladdin are just reaching the brick edging of the sidewalk after crossing the street. From down below, we look up to see the new team coming confidently down the escalator. On a bright sunny day, Caitlyn and Aladdin are walking through a white painted crosswalk. Aladdin looks to Caitlyn as she gives him a loving pat to congratulate him on a job well done. Congratulations, Aladdin's Razors, the Corrigan family. And now we have Christopher and his yellow lab, Jones, walking through the faded lines of a wide crosswalk. Chris and Jones are walking towards us on a sidewalk with various surfaces and shadows. The new team is ready for the challenge as they step onto the up escalator. At the entrance to White Plains, Chris kneels down and gets a big kiss on the face from Jones. As Chris and Jones walk down a residential street, a low curb separates them from a grassy lawn. Congratulations, Jones's Razors, Susan and Wayne Cooper. And now this is David and his yellow lab, Tessi, walking quickly through a brick crosswalk. David leans forward in his chair with his arms around Tessi, who reaches to lick his face. In Alumni Hall, David wears a big smile as he poses with Tessi, who's showing off her new protective booties. David and Tessi practice their shorelining as they walk adjacent to the grassy edge of a street. The new team reaches the end of the crosswalk in an intersection busy with cars. Congratulations, Tessi's Razor, Ellen Grieg. Now this is James and his black lab, Vern, walking adjacent to a low curb on a residential street. James and Vern have just exited the escalator and head out into the mall. Vern guides James down a narrow sidewalk of challenging surfaces and obstacles. Vern lies quietly at James' feet as they take a break in the mall during their training. James leans forward and gives Vern a big hug around the neck at the coffee shop. Congratulations, Vern's Razors, Elizabeth Nakonesny and Patrick Wilt and Greg Phillips. And now we have Jody and his yellow lab, Lacy, walking down a sidewalk past a tree with brick edging. Lacy is content to relax on the floor as Jody plays the guitar for her. In the food court, Jody sits at the table while Lacy rests comfortably below. On a residential street, Jody and Lacy successfully navigate broken pavement as they turn the corner. In their formal portrait, Jody happily has his arm around Lacy as they pose for the camera. Congratulations, Lacy's Razors, Elizabeth Anderson and Catherine Valicenti. This is John and his yellow lab, Darcy, walking towards us on a sidewalk with grass on either side. John and Darcy step down into the parking lot as they exit the bus. John and Darcy successfully navigate the narrow aisles of a crowded hardware store. Darcy peeks out from under the desk as John sits in front of the computer. Darcy sports a huge doggy smile for the camera as she joins John in the recliner. Congratulations, Darcy's Razor, Christine Moyers. And now we have Karalyn walking down a city street with her black lab, Jenkins. Kara and Jenkins step onto the textured curb as a group of boys in red t-shirts file by behind them. The new team is practicing their escalator skills as they come down into a parking garage. In a lovely close-up, we see Kara and Jenkins' profiles in the sunshine during the quiet moment. Kara and Jenkins practice their shorelining along the grassy edge of the pavement. Congratulations, Jenkins Razors, the Blas family. This is Kimberly and her black lab, Sparrow, walking down a path with a wooded area to their left. Kimberly and Sparrow are nose to nose as they happily celebrate the return from a training run. A brick terrace with metal fencing is to their left as the new team travels down a city street. Sparrow rolls her head back to look up at Kimberly as they spend some time at the coffee shop. With her arm around Sparrow's neck, Kimberly leans forward in her chair with a big smile for the camera. Congratulations, Sparrow's Razors, the Smith family. Now we have Lawrence and his German Shepherd, Nolan, walking down a city street with a brick terrace to their right. Larry and Nolan are nose to nose as they bond after a great training session. The new team receives instruction from the trainer as they stand at the textured edge of the curb before crossing. During a break from training, Nolan peeks out from under the chair as a smiling Larry sits above him. Larry and Nolan safely navigate a low curb and a storm drain as they walk down a residential street. Congratulations, Nolan's Razors, Donna Lind and family. Now we have Marvin and his yellow lab, Jude, walking down a city street past storefronts. Marvin and Jude walk down a sidewalk on a sunny day, separated from a parking lot by grass and hedges. Marvin squats down at the curb to give Jude a big hug before entering the Guiding Eyes van. At the cafe, Marvin enjoys coffee.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just before we begin today, you may have noticed a few extra cameras in here. We are participating in a filming of Lucky Dog TV show. So if there's anybody that does not want to be featured on camera, if you could raise your hand and the crew will come around and make sure that they take note of it and that you're not in the filming. Is that it? All right, so now that that's taken care of, let me see if I can get this figured out. We will begin with the graduation. Good afternoon, my name is Stephanie Corrett, and I had the pleasure of being the class supervisor for this wonderful class this month. And without further ado, I would like to announce our graduates from our residential program this month. First, we have Christopher Vandeford and Guide Dog Jones from Snellville, Georgia. Next is David Wood and Guide Dog Tessi from New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Anna Dubon and Guide Dog Drummer from LaSalle, Quebec, Canada. Kimberly Jones and Guide Dog Sparrow from Leland, North Carolina. Caitlyn Laster and Guide Dog Aladdin from Belleville, Arkansas. Karalyn Spur and Guide Dog Jenkins from Arlington, Massachusetts. Pamela Fisher and Guide Dog Blossom from Rapid City, South Dakota. James Eddington and Guide Dog Vern from Clinton, North Carolina. Marvin Langanke and Guide Dog Jude from Rochester, Minnesota. Larry Coop and Guide Dog Nolan from West Lafayette, Indiana. And Rhonda Ward and Guide Dog Tatum from New York, New York. All right. So we really appreciate everyone being here, not only in person today, but also at home watching us online through YouTube. In addition to these 11 wonderful teams you see standing behind me, we also graduated 2 other teams through our home training program this month. Those graduates are Jody Jameson and Guide Dog Lacy from Charlotte, North Carolina, and they were home trained by Dave Hagman, one of our field representatives. We also had graduate John Justice and Guide Dog Darcy from Hatboro, Pennsylvania, also trained by Melinda Engstrom, another field representative of ours. And now at this time, I would like to introduce our president and CEO, Thomas A. Panic.
I almost forgot the most important thing. Hold on one second here, guys. Digging deep in my pockets, graduates, for a Charlie Bear. Here. Well, welcome to Guiding Eyes for the Blind, everybody. I'm very happy that you all came. You know, I've heard recently that successful organizations are organizations that connect people together. That's their primary function. Hold on one second. You think about it, the Amazons and Ubers of the world, they're really in the business of connecting people. That's what Guiding Eyes does. We connect volunteers with donors who give selflessly of their treasure, volunteers that give selflessly of their time, and graduates in need. And by making these profound connections, they really matter to people. They make all the difference in the world, and they help us along in our life accomplish all sorts of adventures, no matter how big or small. I'm going to start with thanking a group of people that supported Guiding Eyes. And I'd like to start with acknowledging that we have different donors, whether it's $5 or $50,000, which is what it costs to fund a guide dog, that come together and make this mission possible. Believe it or not, it costs $2 million a month to run Guiding Eyes. Can you believe it? $2 million a month. And it takes more than 1,400 volunteers to come together to support 1,000 guide dogs out there. But all those are just numbers. What really matters are the people that are sitting in front of you today who are graduating with that one single, very special guide dog. I'd like to recognize first our graduation supporters, starting with Team Nolan. May you have many safe adventures together. I'd like to thank Nolan's puppy raiser again, Donna Lint, and her family for their commitment to the Guiding Eyes mission. Donna and family, please stand up for a warm round of applause. Sponsored by Central and U. And Donna has raised not only Nolan, but Morgan and Taylor are here, her family as well. 4 puppies. Thank you so much. Our next sponsor is the Women's Club of Danbury in New Fairfield. They met you earlier, so I'd like you to stand up. We have 4 guests from the club, Mary Ellen, Maureen, Sue, and Mary Lynn. Please stand up for a warm round of applause. And in memory of puppy raiser Colleen Shane, beloved wife and friend, we have Mark Shane here, friend Dr. Layton, Laura Van Vlack, Jesse Shane Baker, Christine Baker, and Fran Devine, as well as Jan Tessi. Please stand up for a warm round of applause. Colleen raised 3 dogs, Lenny, Marcia, and Vess. And Dr. Layton is a friend of Mark's and a vet to the family dogs, has a practice in Woodstock. A lot going on in Woodstock lately. We have a special announcement today. Rebecca Cross and Regal have joined the Guiding Eyes team. Stand up, Rebecca, with her Princess Regal. Barb and Dave Katz are not here today. Hello, Barb and Dave online. They are pathfinders, major donors, and volunteers who have raised multiple dogs for Guiding Eyes for the Blind, including Rebecca's guide, Regal. So Rebecca has joined us as a fundraising professional, special gifts officer. So we're very pleased to have her. We also have a new member of our team, Rana Liebert. Rana, where are you? If you're here, please stand up for a warm round of applause, doing our foundation relations, and also has, thank you. Also has guests from the Halloran Foundation here today. Thank you, Halloran Foundation, and junior member Abigail for joining us. We really appreciate that. We'll hear from our graduates about what it's like to be with their guide dog. But first, I'd like to say that whenever I read about the graduates' bios, which you all have, I'm impressed and inspired about what you've accomplished in your lives. And it keeps me inspired to keep doing the work that we do here at Guiding Eyes to the Blind. And one of the things that I'm struck with is a lot of people ask me this same question that I know you all get, and that is, what does it feel like to have a guide dog? What does that feel like? I'm not talking about the companionship and love that you get or what it's like to have to pick up after them. I'm talking about what does it feel like to pick up a harness and have that dog show you where to go. And I've had a lot of students express to me over the years about what that feeling is like. It's sort of like driving a car or a race car. It's like taking a bicycle and strapping a rocket onto it. Pam here, who does water skiing, Pamela says it's like water skiing. Think about that. You close your eyes and something's pulling you in the direction that you need to go in. And the body movements that you make to just kind of stay afloat and balance are very similar, but really that dog is telling you where to go, just like that boat towing you along. And I thought that was a really nice way to think about it. I haven't heard that one before, so I'd like to thank you for that, Pam. I'd also like to say that occasionally we get into sports around here, and I noticed that one of our graduates, as a complete surprise, happens to be a Giants fan. Now, this person's not from New York. Anybody want to self-identify, James, over there? With Vern. So I thought this past weekend, we've had a really, really long-time supporter of this school, a dear friend of Guiding Eyes for the Blind, Eli Manning. When I told him about the school and the graduates, Eli wanted to pass on a small gift to James for being a Giants fan. Hold on a second. And when I read that James likes to play fetch and ball with his dog Vern, we figured this was the appropriate gift. So. Didn't think this was happening today, right? Where are you at, my friend? There we go. Good man. All right. It's probably going to be the only signed autographed football with teeth marks in it, right? So trainers are going to kill me. Trainers are going to kill me. So. With all that said, the training does take a lot of work, a lot of effort, and we really have somebody that's responsible and accountable for all the dogs that are trained here today with us for more than 30 years, Kathy Zubricki. Please welcome her to the stage.
Thank you, Tom, and welcome everyone to this very happy occasion, an occasion which we have the opportunity to thank some of the people who made this day a reality. So I'd like to ask all our puppy racers to please stand up. Your generosity of spirit is awe-inspiring, and we at Guiding Eyes are so grateful to each and every one of you. I'd like to put an exclamation point on that by sharing with you some comments that our graduates have made about what puppy raising and what having a Guiding Eyes guide dog means to them. One graduate wrote, "I don't pretend to know why you and your family chose to raise a puppy. Nobody asked you, nobody forced you. You knew the commitment, you knew it was going to be hard, and I want you to know what you have provided me. Fears of me getting lost are a distant memory, and my husband no longer worries when I leave the house alone. I can go to the grocery store or Starbucks on my own. Having my guide dog has given me that. You have given me that. There is a piece of your family that beats within the heart of my guide dog, and I want you to know this, that this amazing creature we both have grown to love is more than my guide dog. She has become my partner, my friend in blindness, and my partner in crime." And lastly, one graduate commented, "With my guide dog, I am no longer invisible." Imagine that. I am no longer invisible. And I hope in some small measure you begin to understand the impact of raising a Guiding Eyes puppy for somebody else has had on their lives. And again, I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you. And Stephanie, Louise, Shannon, Susan, and Miranda, you've done a masterful job of preparing these teams for success. And you have demonstrated great professionalism, compassion, and dedication, and a good sense of humor. Thank you for all you've done to help these teams become successful. Amy, it's no easy task keeping everyone moving in the same direction and on time. So thank you for all your efforts. They're greatly appreciated. And I'd like everyone to join me in congratulating Erin, the newest member of the training team. She has just completed her 10-day under blindfold experience with this class. She came in as a student, was assigned a dog, went through all the initial routes, wearing a blindfold 24 hours a day. So congratulations, Erin. And I look forward to seeing you at future graduations. I'm going to ask the entire training team to please stand up. And to our August graduates, thank you for choosing Guiding Eyes and placing your faith and trust in us, confident that we would pair you with the best dog to meet your needs. So I have to ask, how'd we do?
Did great.
You think, yeah? Okay. On behalf of the entire Guiding Eyes staff here in Yorktown, Patterson, and all our remote staff, we wish you many happy years with your new guide dog. Congratulations, everyone. And before I close, before they start playing the music, we are honored to have a veteran graduating today. David Wood served in the Army. And David, would you please stand? Thank you for your service, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon, everyone.
All right, and now that you sat back down, I'm actually going to introduce David Wood and guide dog Tessi again as our first graduate speaker.
Good afternoon. So for those of you who got a big lick on your way down the aisle, you'll know, as my classmates say, that Tessi is quite sassy, has a lot to say, has a lot of energy. And so with that in mind, I thought I would share with you Tessi's daily comments about training over the last 20 days. So bear with me. She has a lot to say. Tessi, sit. Day 1. What are those crazy humans doing in the dining hall? If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you've never seen 20 or 11 blind people in a restaurant for the first time, it's a little hectic on that first day. Day 2. Really? No walks? Well, okay, I'll just play with my sister Tatum. Day 3. Oh boy, something's about to happen. There she is, Shannon, woohoo! Later that same day, here we go, yes, cool guy with treats. Later that day, wait, Shannon, where are you going? Day 4, what the heck is this guy doing with my harness? Wrong way, dude. Okay, country walk, not bad. Dude, you're going the wrong way. Day 5, 6 a.m. Really? Later that day, going in the van, going for a ride, bump. Wow, Amy, really? Day 6, okay, dude, this 6 a.m. stuff really needs to stop. Day 7, yes, Sunday. Wait, obedience training, really? Come on, a cup and a half of food. Later that day, right or left, make up your mind, please. Day 9, go ahead, say hup hup one more time. Day 10, dude, can you get the commands right? Day 11, playing fetch, oops, gotta go, hello. Day 12, night walk, yes, oh no, giant rat, get out of here. The trainers know what that means. Day 13, scratch my butt, yes, I love you. Day 14, Sunday, finally. Day 15, we got this. Day 16, sitting in the chair, oh yes. Uh-oh, Stephanie, getting down. Day 17, yes, the Big Apple. What's that smell? Gross, pick up my toes. Day 18, practicing my strut, oh yeah. Later that day, Louise, turn down the music, trying to sleep here. Day 19, movie, boring. How about some of that popcorn, Susan? Day 20, yes, we did it. On a personal side, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my beautiful wife, Linda, and my family for constantly supporting me and being with me and helping me at times when life was challenging and I wasn't the easiest person to get along with. Without you, life would not be worth living. I'd also like to thank my employer, Stetson University, for your support throughout this process. Go Hatters. On behalf of my classmates, I'd like to thank all the many donors that make Guiding Eyes for the Blind possible. Thank you so much for making our dreams possible. Thanks to the puppy raisers who gave these dogs the start necessary to be our guiding eyes. Without you, this literally would not be possible. We would like to thank the many staff that made our admissions process, travel, daily lives at school truly amazing. Although I do believe I've gained about 5 pounds while I'm here. Finally, I'd like to officially recognize and thank Shannon, Louise, Stephanie, Susan, Miranda, and all the assistant trainers who helped us move from complete chaos to functioning teams and confident guide dog users. Your friendship and knowledge are truly priceless. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you so much, David, for making me laugh and cry a little. Greatly appreciate that. And now, Chris, you have some big shoes to fill here. So Christopher Vandeford and Guide Dog Jones will be our next graduate speaker. Podium's just in front of you, and there are microphones just in front if you need to adjust them.
That was fantastic, David. Thank you for sharing that with us. Sorry, guys. We're starting off great. This has been a wonderful, memorable, and absolutely exhausting 3 weeks for me, but it has been very rewarding. I have, between my classmates and the staff, I have met so many fun and interesting people from all over the country, even an exchange student from Canada. Guess who she is? But Mr. Jones here has been nothing short of spectacular. Even though he's not at his best behavior now, he's been great. He has guided me safely. He has looked after me when I've not been at my best and tired and exhausted. He has licked me on every square inch of my head. And I feel like a glazed donut after all of that. But it's nothing but love. Yes, buddy, I'm talking about you. One of my favorite song lyrics is, "If love is a labor, I will slave to the end." And I think this is entirely indicative of the staff and people of Guiding Eyes. Everything I have witnessed from beginning to end has been nothing short of awesome. It's in how they treat each other, how they have treated me, how they have treated my classmates, and most of all, how they treat their dogs. It is wonderful. I would like to thank all of the office staff, the kitchen staff, the cleaners, the vets, all of the people that clean up after us and keep us fat and happy and the lights running. As you can see, I'm very fat. So you guys are wonderful. Thank you for all of your efforts. To the training staff, Stephanie, Shannon, Susan, Miranda, Louise, Amy, Kim, and your new person, Aaron, your apprentice. You guys are the best. You're champs. You are the holders of the title, owners of the belt, Stephanie. Hold it high above your head. I want to thank all of y'all for your patience, your love, your concern, for pushing me, hint, hint, and also for the courage to give me tough love when I was getting in my own way. It is truly amazing, and I really appreciate it. To, I believe it is Susan and Wayne Cooper, the puppy raisers of Jones here. Thank you for your love, for your giving hearts, for raising such a wonderful, wonderful thing. I really appreciate it. And your efforts will not go to waste. To my family and friends, thank you for your support during all of this. And finally, and last but not least, to my wife, Angela. I love you. Thank you for everything you do. With you, there's no darkness. You're my everything. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris and David. I don't think you realize your instructors put makeup on today. That's now like running down our faces. Woo, all right. So now it's a little bit of a hard act to follow Maria. I'm sorry, but I'd like to introduce Maria Lazaro, our Director of Operations at our Patterson campus.
Well, okay. I got a little shook up. Welcome, everyone. As I look at all these beautiful babies laying up here, I can honestly say I knew them when they were just a gleam in their daddy's eye. And now seeing them all grown up doing what they're meant to do fills us with so much pride and love for them. So on behalf of the Canine Development Center, I'd like to extend a sincere and heartfelt congratulations to the graduating class of August 2019 and your beautiful guiding eyes. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to be able to share this day with you. Congratulations. Oh, goodness. The journey of a guiding eyes puppy is a long one, and it doesn't happen without our dedicated staff, our generous donors, and our team of over 1,500 volunteers. These include our brood stuff foster families, our early socializers, our home socializers, home litter care families, region coordinators and helpers, kennel and administrative volunteers in Yorktown and Patterson, our tour leaders, drivers, and ambassadors. And they say it takes a village to raise a child. And now I want to thank a very special group of people, our puppy raisers. These are the people that take our beautiful little puppies at 8 weeks old into their homes. They love them, they care for them, they train them, and then they give the ultimate gift. They give them up so they can do what they're meant to do. And while I say it's the hardest job at Guiding Eyes, it's also the most rewarding. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all that you do. I also would like to acknowledge the puppy raisers that have had raised dogs that have become part of our elite breeding colony. It really doesn't happen without them. These dogs are chosen and they produce the next generation of guide dogs. So thank you to those raisers out there. And now I just want to give a shout out to the Canine Development Center. The staff there work very hard to give these puppies their best possible start, and they do a great job. So thank you to them. And now for the fun part. When I call your name, please have a member of your family come up to accept your certificate and photo. So, the Corrigan family from Southwest Connecticut, raiser of Guiding Eyes Aladdin. Congratulations. Shannon Reddy from Finger Lakes, raisers of Guiding Eyes Blossom. Congratulations. Alex and Leslie McIntyre, Baltimore region, raiser of Guiding Eyes Drummer. And I believe they could not be with us today. The Blast family from Erie, raiser of Guiding Eyes Jenkins. Congratulations. Susan and Wayne Cooper from Cattaraugus, raiser of Guiding Eyes Jones, and they have raised 7 puppies for us. Congratulations. Donna, Lind, and family, raiser of Guiding Eyes Nolan from Central New York. Congratulations. The Smith family from Shenandoah, raiser of Guiding Eyes Sparrow, and they have raised 7 puppies for us. Congratulations. Ellen Krieg from Orange County, a raiser of Guiding Eyes Tessi. Congratulations. Elizabeth Nekanese from Central Connecticut, raiser of Guiding Eyes Vern. Congratulations. Patrick Wilt and Greg Phillips from Columbus, raiser of Guiding Eyes Vern. Congratulations. Under action training, John Stout from Dominion, Virginia, raiser of Guiding Eyes Jude, and they have raised 4 puppies for us. Congratulations. Alexander Tucker from Westchester, raiser of Guiding Eyes Tatum. Not only did she raise her, she made her. Alex is a breeding kennel tech at the Canine Development Center. Under home training, Christine Moyers from Cleveland East, raiser of Guiding Eyes Darcy, and she could not be with us today. Elizabeth Anderson from Wayne County and Catherine Vellicenti from Wayne County, raisers of Guiding Eyes Lacy, and they could not be with us today. Congratulations, everyone. So we have a saying at the Canine Development Center, from small beginnings come great things. So now I'd like to introduce future Guiding Eyes, the handsome Theodore and his beautiful sister Tang. Hey, sweetheart. That's my sweetheart. Grammy loves you. Your Grammy loves you. Yes, yes. Yes. So they will be available for autographs in the groom room at the end of the ceremonies. And also at this time, we'd like to invite you to join our family. We have many volunteer opportunities, and Ellen Mitchell, our manager of volunteer services, is here. So please join us. We welcome anyone and everyone. Thank you, guys. We'll see you later. They always steal the show. They're a hard act to follow. And in closing, I'd like to say to the graduates, he is your friend, your partner, your defender, your dog. You are his life, his love, his leader. He will be yours, faithful and true to the last beat of his heart. You owe it to him to be worthy of such devotion. May God bless you and keep you all safe. Thank you.
All right. So it's kind of been a wild 3 weeks with this class. As you can tell, they're pretty serious, and there was no joking around at all, right? We had absolutely no fun. I don't think I've had a class that I actually laughed harder with than this group. Car rides were always interesting. We're really good storytellers. If you get a chance, we'll kind of, in private, let you know about our stories. Especially Chris's. I do want to take a moment and thank the fabulous group of women I had the pleasure of working with this month. Without them, none of this would be possible. They really kind of put their lives on hold for the past 3 weeks to be available to the graduates you see behind us. So a very, very special thank you to Miranda, to Shannon, to Erin. Congratulations, welcome to the training department. Amy, you kept us moving, and without you, we definitely would have been lost. That one day you were off, I was like, what's happening? And to Susan and Louise as well, you guys have been absolutely phenomenal. And I appreciate each and every one of you and the jobs that you have done today and the past 3 weeks. All right, so without further ado, graduates, it's about that time that we hand out your certificates. So I would like to start on my right-hand side. Congratulations to Larry Coop and guide dog Nolan. To James Eddington and guide dog Vern. To Karalyn Spur and guide dog Jenkins. To Kimberly Jones and guide dog Sparrow. To David Wood and guide dog Tessi. To Christopher Vandeford and guide dog Jones. To Anna Dubon and guide dog Drummer. To Caitlyn Laster and guide dog Aladdin. Pamela Fisher and guide dog Blossom. Marvin Langenke and guide dog Jude. And to round us out, Rhonda Ward and guide dog Tatum. Congratulations, everyone. Yeah. All right, now, just before we end, so again, thank you everybody for coming today. Thank you all for your involvement with Guiding Eyes. It really means a lot to all of us. I would like to invite everybody up to enjoy refreshments up at Rosie's Cafe once the ceremony is over. Also, you can explore our beautiful grounds that we have here today. I know we're all probably very anxious to meet our graduates, but I would like to ask if you can just give them a few seconds to take the harness off before everybody comes up as well. So congratulations again, graduates. Welcome to the Guiding Eyes family. Oh, excuse me 1 second. Oh, yes. Oh, and more importantly, Amy, I'm going to make you stand up. I'm sorry. There is a kennel tour. It'll happen approximately half hour, 40 minutes after the ceremony concludes. Amy will be leading it. We'll make many announcements about that. All right. Congratulations, everyone. And thank you for coming.
Oh my God, I'm sweating.